I love the old-fashioned things, the sound of rain upon my window pane, the starry song that April sings. This year's fancies, they're passing fancies, but sighing sighs, holding hands, these my heart understands, 'cause I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. It's how I wanna be, as long as you agree to stay old-fashioned with me. I'm old-fashioned. I love the moonlight. I just love the old-fashioned things. I love the sound of rain upon my window pane, the starry song that April sings. 'Cause this year's fancies, they're simply passing fancies, but sighing sighs, holding hands, these my heart understands. 'Cause I'm old-fashioned and I don't mind it. It's how I'm gonna be, as long as you'll agree to stay old-fashioned with me. On the piano. That's Mikey Migliore on the bass. Fancies, they're passing fancies, but sighing sighs, holding hands, these my heart understands, because I'm old-fashioned, but I don't mind it. That's how I'm meant to be, as long as you will all agree to stay old-fashioned. So much. I already introduced you to these two lovely gentlemen, but give it up for Hank Allen Barfield on the drums. And my name is Stella Cole. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it so much, especially those of you sitting on the steps. Are you nice and comfortable over there? Are you all right? Okay, just checking. How about the people standing in the back? Are we doing okay back there? Are we still happy to be here? Okay, good. Well, I always like to start off with that song. It's called I'm Old Fashioned, and I think it describes me pretty well, as some of you may know. I've just always loved this music more than anything since I was much younger. When I was 16, I remember so clearly with all my friends in high school, so excited to have a driver's license and listen to music in the car, and my friends would get in and be like, this Katy Perry song is so good, you've got to check it out, or you got to hear this new Justin Bieber song, and I'd be like, you guys, this is my car, we're going to listen to Nat King Cole, what do you mean? We're going to listen to Judy Garland, what do you mean? So I'm thrilled that I don't have to force my friends to listen to the standards in the car anymore. People want to come hear this music, so thanks for being here tonight. This next song is from one of my very favorite movie musicals called Meet Me in St. Louis. We hope you enjoy it. The moment I saw him smile, I knew he was just my style. My only regret is we've never met, though I dream of him all the while. But he doesn't know I exist, no matter how I may persist. So it's clear to see there's no hope for me, though I live at 5135 Kensington Avenue, and he lives at 5133. How can I ignore the boy next door? I love him more than I can say. Doesn't try to please me, doesn't even tease me, and he never sees me glance his way. And though I'm heart sore, the boy next door affection for me won't display. I just adore him, I can't ignore him, the boy next door. Mikey McLeroy on the bass, ladies and gentlemen. How can I ignore the boy next door? I love him more than I can say. Doesn't try to please me, doesn't even tease me, and he never sees me glance his way. And though my heart sore, the boy next door affection for me won't display. I just adore him, so I can't ignore him, the boy next door. Thank you so much. So, like I said, I've loved this music since I was very young, and it's a very core part of who I am, but there was actually a time, more recently than you might think, where I sort of forgot about my love for this music and my love for singing, and I'd like to tell you a little story about it, if that's okay with you. I went to college and graduated in 2021, and while I was there, I had this voice teacher who just wasn't a huge fan of my voice, I guess you would say, and he sort of convinced me that I should change the way I sang to be a little bit more modern, and at the time I was doing a lot of musical theater, so he told me if I wanted to be cast, I needed to start singing in a different style, and that nobody was listening to this music anymore, and that I needed to change my ways. So, I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be a musical theater performer, and so I decided I would change my voice. So I spent hours and hours in a practice room at college, singing along to other singers, like modern pop singers, and trying to imitate their voice, but it was so inauthentic to me, and it really took all the fun out of it. And I eventually, after enough hours of that, I started to hate singing, and it brought me a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety instead of the joy it's always sort of brought me. So I actually decided to quit singing in college, and I did for about a year, which was unfortunate. And I quit until I saw this class that was being offered at my college on the Great American Songbook. And I knew I had to take it. It was so up my alley. There had never been a class like that before. But I thought to myself, the only issue is I'm going to have to sing in front of people in this class. And at this point, singing gave me such extreme terror and anxiety. Even alone in a practice room, it would freak me out way too much. So I was like, no way can I sing in front of people. But I decided I had to take this class, so I did. And the first day of this class that I knew I was going to have to sing, I was absolutely terrified. And I had a great teacher in that class, and he recognized my anxiety, I think, and he told me something I'll never forget. He had me turn away from my class and from him. He had me sing to the wall, and he told me to just completely forget about my audience, just ignore them, and just to think about the lyrics of the song and think about the story that I was telling. And I remember it like it was yesterday, though it was not. I was literally shaking as the pianist started to play this next song. Happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here again. All together, shout it now. There's no one who can doubt it now. So let's sing a song about it now. Happy days are here again. Your cares and troubles are gone. There'll be no more from now on. From now on, happy days are here again. The skies above are clear again. So let's sing a song Thank you so much. And thank you for clapping just long enough so there's no awkward silence while I take my sip of water. I appreciate it. This next song, I have trouble ever doing a set without singing this next one. I feel it's my way to pay homage to one of my favorite movies of all time, and also the first movie that, at the age of 3, introduced me, there's a fly, introduced me to this music that I now love so much. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. The fly wants to be on the show too. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond the rain. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I've heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the rainbow, skies are blue, and the dreams that you dare to dream really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh, why can't I? Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me, somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh, why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh, why can't Thank you so much. That song always makes me feel too bittersweet or sentimental or something, so we'll sing a nice fun one for you now. This is called Walking in the Sunshine. One, two, oh, 1, 2. After the rain goes, people see rainbows, but I see rainbows when it storms above. So darling, is it any wonder I can laugh at thunder, walking in the sunshine of your love? 10 below 0, and I'm a hero. I never wear a muffler or a glove. While all the world has frosty noses, I'm knee-deep in roses, walking in the sunshine of your love. Just so you know, dear, I'm gonna tell ya, your smile's my golden umbrella, keeping the rain, all trouble and pain out of my heart. And from the very start, your tender affection in my direction was like a lovely blessing from above. That's why I'll go around just beaming, wondering if I'm dreaming, walking in the sunshine of your love. Smile's my golden umbrella, keeping the rain, all trouble and pain out of my heart. And from the very start, your tender affection in my direction was like a lovely blessing from above. That's why I'll go around just beaming, wondering if I'm dreaming. Of your love. Thanks so much. This next one is, I love singing this song because there's so many good love songs in the Great American Songbook, but there are not very many angry songs. And this is an angry song, so watch out. Slow tempo that you did was great. No, you say you're lonely. You cry the long night through. Well, you can cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Now you say you're sorry for being so untrue. you can cry me a river. You can cry me a river. I cried a river over you. You drove me, nearly drove me out of my head. While you never shed a tear. Remember, I remember all that you said. Told me love was too plebeian. Told me you were through with me. And now you say you love me. Well, just to prove you really do, go on and cry me a river. Please, just cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Drove me out of my head, while you never shed one tear, not one tear. Remember, I remember all that you said. Told me love was too plebeian. Told me you were through with me. And say you love me. Well, just to prove you really truly do, you can cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Yes, I cried a river over you. Isn't that fun? There should be more angry jazz standards. Somebody write some. Or if you know of any, then, email me after the show or something. I'm really looking for them. All right. This next one is one of my very favorite songs. It's from one of my favorite movies. Actually, if I tell you the movie, it's going to give it away too much, so I won't tell you yet. But what I will say is that this song always makes me think of the fact that it's so amazing how timeless some of this music is. These songs were written in the 40s and the 50s, and so much has changed since the 40s and the 50s, which is a good thing, thank goodness. But the subject of many of these songs is love, and the feelings we feel just as people when we're in love, heartbreak or, that fluttery feeling of falling in love. All those things are the same, and I guess it's a little sentimental, but I think that's nice. I think no song encapsulates that better than this next one. You must remember this. A kiss is still a kiss. A sigh is still a sigh. The fundamental things apply as time goes by. And when two lovers woo, they still say, I love you. On that you can rely. No matter what the future brings as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still that same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Moonlight and love songs never out of date. Hearts full of passion, jealousy and hate. Woman needs man and man must have his mate. That no one can deny. It's still that same old story, a fight for love and glory, a case of do or die. The world will always welcome lovers as time goes by. Thank you. And suddenly you're sighing sighs. All right. I want two. I want two. You see a pair of laughing eyes, and suddenly you're sighing sighs. You're thinking nothing's wrong. You string along, boy, then snap. Those eyes, those sighs, they're part of the tender trap. You're hand in hand beneath the trees, and soon there's music in the breeze. You're acting kind of smart until your heart just goes whap. Those trees that breeze, they're part of the tender trap. Some starry night when his kisses make you tingle, he'll hold you tight and you'll hate yourself for being single. And all at once it seems so nice, the folks are throwing shoes and rice. You hurry to a spot that's just a dot on the map. You're hooked, you're cooked, you're caught in the tender trap. Make you tingle, he'll hold you tight and you'll hate yourself for being single. And all at once it seems so nice, the folks are throwing shoes and rice. You hurry to a spot that's just a dot on the map. You wonder how it all came about. It's too late now, there's no getting out. You fell in love, and love is the tender trap. Thank you so much. That song was made famous by Frank Sinatra, and it's sort of written for a man to be like, watch out, those ladies will trap you into marriage. So anyway, I thought it'd be fun for a girl to sing that one. That's the tender trap. Thank you for your applause, whoever that was, whatever lady that was. Thank you. All right, this next one is called My Foolish Heart. The night is like a lovely tune. Beware, my foolish heart. How white the ever-constant moon. Take care, my foolish heart. There's a line between love and fascination that's hard to see on an evening such as this, for they both give the very same sensation when you're lost in the magic of a kiss. His lips are much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart. But should our eager lips combine, then let the fire start. For this time, it isn't fascination or a dream that will fade and fall apart. This time it's love, my foolish heart. There's a line between love and fascination that's hard to see on an evening such as this, for they both give the very same sensation when you're lost in the magic of a kiss. His lips are much too close to mine. Beware, my foolish heart. But should our eager lips combine, then let the fire start. For this time it isn't fascination or a dream that will fade and fall apart. It's love. This time it's love, my foolish Thank you. All right. I think we have time actually for this. Blame it on my youth. Thank you so much. Some of you may know this, some of you may not, but I just recorded my debut studio album this year, or last year. It's 2024 now. So, yay, thank you. Thank you so much. I'm very excited about it. That's just how I feel. It won't be out until a little later this year, but I've sung quite a few of the songs and arrangements from that record tonight, so you all are getting a little sneak peek that nobody else gets. But anyway, watch out for the announcement for that to come out. These next few songs are some more songs from that record, which I'm excited for you to hear very soon. Very soon, I guess right now. All right. If I expected love. If I expected love when first we kissed, blame it on my youth. If only just for you I did exist, blame it on my youth. I believed in everything like a child of free. You meant more than everything. All the world to me. If you were on my mind all night and day, blame it on my youth. If I forgot to eat and sleep and pray, blame it on my youth. cried a little bit when first I learned the truth. Don't blame it on my heart, blame it on my youth. If you were on my mind all night and day, blame it on my youth. If I forgot to eat and sleep and pray, blame it on my youth. Cried a little bit when first I learned the truth. Don't blame it on my heart, blame it on my youth. Thank you so much. So I said earlier that I think it's really wonderful that since the 40s and 50s, not much has changed about love. And that's still true, but I just have a small addendum to that statement, which is about this next song. This next song is called On the Street Where You Live, Lerner and Lowe, from My Fair Lady. Some of you may know it. And it's about a man who is so in love with this woman that he stands outside of her door all day, all night long, on the street where she lives, just waiting for her to come out of her house. And that must have been very romantic in the 50s when this song was written. I'm sure it was. But now if a man did that to me, I'd be a little concerned, and I think we all would be. So I just want us all, for a moment, to pretend that this is a very romantic song and not at all sort of stalkery or anything. So, all right, this is On the Street Where You Live. Street before, but the pavement always stayed beneath my feet before. All at once am I several stories high, knowing I'm on the street where you live. Are there lilac trees in the heart of town? Can you hear a lark in any other part of town? Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. And oh, that towering feeling, just to know somehow you suddenly appear. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. People stop and stare, they don't bother me, for there's nowhere else on earth that I would rather be. Let the time go by, I won't care if I can be here on a street where you live. But let the time go by, I don't care if I can be here on the street where you live. Sorry you have to watch my silly little dances. They really don't go with this extremely elegant dress. All right, I think we have time for one more song. Thank you all, seriously, so much for coming out tonight. It's so wonderful. And thank you for standing in the back and sitting. It means so much to me. This is my DC debut, actually, so we've had a... Thanks! I hope to be back. I'm sure I will be. We had a great time today looking at the Washington Monument and the Lincoln Monument and everything. It's such a beautiful city, so thanks for having us here. We appreciate you, and you know, at the end of my shows, I always think of the little girl who grew up on old movie musicals and who grew up just loving this music. And I always think if 3-year-old or 16-year-old Stella could see me now, she'd be very thrilled. And I now am thrilled, in fact. So yeah, just thank you all so much for coming, really. This next song I originally heard Barbra Streisand's version, and she's an artist that I've been feeling very inspired by lately. I read her autobiography that just came out. That's about 1,000 pages long. So, you know, I learned a lot of new information, and one of the things I learned was about this song, When the Sun Comes Out. Thank you so much. When the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane, when the sun comes out, there'll be bluebirds round my door, singing like they did before. That old stone though he's gone, I doubt if he'll stay away for good. I'd stop living if he should. Love is funny. It's not always peaches, cream, and honey. Just when everything seemed bright and sunny, suddenly the cyclone came. I shall never be the same till the sun comes out and the rain stops beating on my window pane. If my heart holds out, let it rain and let it pour. It may not be long before there's a knocking at my door. Then you'll know the one I love walked in when the sun comes on the bass, Hank Allen Barfield on the drums. My name is Stella Cole. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you for joining us at Millennium Stage. For more information about upcoming shows, please check out the Kennedy Center website or Facebook page. At this time, we ask you please head to the back of the seating area so we can safely put away our chairs. Thank you, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your evening at the Kennedy Center.